So I bought a kit and I built this little retro handheld gaming system in just 30 minutes. It's super cute and super simple, and if you are wanting to get into soldering and are looking for something, I definitely suggest this. I'm super excited. This kit is by Circuit Mess. Anyways, let's unbox this and see what's inside. So, let's take off this sleeve here, and... oh! Some things fell out. Whoops. Alright. Already it's like super fancy inside. Everything is really well organized. So I'm gonna put it on my desk and let's check it out from there. So we have our board here. So we got our screen on the back side. Looks like we're gonna have to solder on a few buttons, which should be really easy. We have our little battery, and it also comes with a nice little case. And here are the parts we need to solder. So it's really a simple kit and really easy. Another reason why I'm pretty excited about this kit is when I was streaming about a week ago, somebody commented on one of the little soldering projects I was working on, and they were like, that's really cool, but can a 12-year-old girl solder that? And I didn't really have an answer to that, but this particular kit right here says right there that it's for 12 plus. So a 12-year-old girl could solder this. Alright, let's get our station organized real fast. Okay, we're gonna take this and I believe, let's start off with putting it like this. Oh, will it fit on here? Oh, it won't. We're gonna have to do it. We're gonna have to get out the helper hands probably. Alright, I set it up like that. Let's go through the parts that we need to attach to this real quick. So they come in this cute little baggie. And let's open it up and see how it goes. I'm just gonna pour them, I'm just gonna drop them on here. Alright, we have our button covers. I'm gonna set these aside over here, make a room and kind of organize everything on my desk. So we'll set these over here. And then we have our buttons that we're gonna have to attach. And these buttons are large. I don't think I've ever soldered such a big button before. And a little switch. We have our switch, our buttons. So the soldering is really simple on this, which is really nice. Let's start with adding our buttons to it. So we're just going to, okay, we're just gonna pop it in here, like so. And then we have one here. They fit in really nicely. I forgot to turn on the soldering iron. Okay, let's turn this on and then I gotta wait for it to heat up. Okay, got the solder. The soldering iron is heated up. We're all good to go. Actually, gotta turn it down. It's a little hot. It's a little hot. So a lot of people, when I'm soldering and I'm streaming, a lot of people tell me that they're quite nervous to start soldering. I'm not a professional by any means. I never went to school for soldering. I never did any of that kind of stuff. I kind of just decided one day that I wanted to solder. I was just like, since I was a little kid, I was like, you know, that looks cool. I want to do it. And then you just kind of try, and it works out sometimes. Sometimes my projects don't always work, but I don't know. I have a fun time doing it. I find soldering to be really relaxing. So for me, just doing it is a lot of fun, even if it messes up. Gosh, that's too much solder. Just ignore that spot. It's bad. I think another thing too, with soldering is I really like busy work. Maybe a lot of people don't like busy work, but I really like it. I find it to be really fun. Oh, and if you don't already know this, one easy way to solder, or at least that I find to be easier, is to heat up the point first. If you heat it up, so the solder really likes heat. It really likes to be warm. Think of it as like, I don't know, a bear, I guess. Think of it as like a bear, and it's like the solder just wants to be in a warm place, so it's gonna find its spot that's warm and cozy. So you want to heat up the little pads, these little silver points here. You're gonna heat them up first with your soldering iron, get them really nice and hot, and then I like to just poke my solder at it, and then it just sticks to it. It just sticks to the point really quickly. Because it wants to be in the warm spot, and it's like, oh, this is warm. I'm actually struggling now. I say that, I tell you how to do it, and then it doesn't work. Sometimes I notice that I could be a little impatient with soldering. So I'm like, so many times I have to sit there and remind myself, like, no, just be patient. Be patient. Oops. There we go. I bent that over a little bit, which isn't a problem, but... There we go. All right. This one is super nice. It's a very relaxing little project. I'm really happy that I got this. So another thing with this particular one is it is a bit expensive. It is a bit more on the spendy side, and that I think that can deter a lot of people. So this is the way I look at it, and I don't know if it's the best way to go about it or maybe the worst, I don't know, but for me personally, when you're starting something, like a project for the first time, like maybe it's your first time ever soldering, and like if you fail, I think you just kind of like are like, okay, well this is not for me, and then you kind of just like move on and like disregard it sometimes, or at least that's what I do. I can't speak for everybody. But I think if you have like a successful first time making something, then you're more inclined to give it more of a chance and like keep going with it. So, so the point I'm trying to get to, the point I'm trying to get to is this one is a little more expensive, but I think the benefits of like just having something that is super simple and you know that you'll make it and then it's gonna work out, and then you're gonna have that positive experience with soldering and with coding and like all that stuff in general. I think that's a really good way to start into a hobby. Like, set yourself up for success, you know? There are lots of kits and stuff you can get online, because I get them all the time and make them, because I just find soldering to be really relaxing and fun. And those I think are good too, because a lot of them are quite cheap, so you can get them and then put them together. But the one thing I do worry about that is if you're starting soldering, is like I said, if it's your first time and you don't really know what you're doing and there's no instructions or anything, it's pretty intimidating. It can be really intimidating to get a kit and it has 0 instructions and you're just like, where do these things go? So having this nice little kit that's like pretty just easy and it tells you everything, I think it's really nice. Okay, we're gonna... Not all of my points are perfect. I probably should take the time to make them a little nicer, but I don't know. Sometimes I'm just so excited for the finished project that I don't know, I'm too excited. I'm like, I just want to get this part finished so I can get on to the next part. And I guess that's not very good. I gotta pull more of the solder out real quick. Alright. So yeah, as you can see, I'm kind of just holding on the spot first, and then I'll just kind of, once it gets warm enough, just whoop. That was a bad example. Okay, that was a horrible example. Just, mistakes like these, at least for me, happen all the time because I'm so impatient. And I have a really bad soldering iron. I got a super cheap soldering iron offline. And, I really want to get a new one. Someday I'll get a new one and hopefully it'll make everything just easier. But yeah, in the meantime, I'm kind of using a really not good one. Trying my best to take care of it though. Keep it alive. Keep it going. There we go. That's a good one. And then I like to just brush it around. I've always liked things like these, like little tech things like these, but I remember when I was a kid. So I'm a really lucky kid. Growing up, my stepdad owned a video game store. Like, it was one of those secondhand video game stores. But it was super awesome because I got to play any and every single game and console and everything I ever wanted whenever I wanted. So I was really lucky kid. And I remember one day, my stepdad, I usually just call him my dad, but it can get confusing because I have two dads. So when I just say my dad, people think that they're both the same person when they're different people. But so my stepdad, he hired somebody that started to mod his Xboxes at the store. And I remember thinking how insane that was. I remember he brought home one of the modded Xbox 360s, and I just remember how cool it was. Like, you could play Nintendo 64 games on it, you could play Atari, it had all of those old games, like all of the emulators just built in. And I remember after that point, after seeing that, I got really big into like modding and like jailbreaking and stuff. Jailbreaking is like when I had a little iPod. Yeah, it was an iPod at the time, like the iPod Touch. And yeah, you can jailbreak it and make it like do different things and like be able to like have different screensavers and stuff. It was fun. I really liked that and I really enjoyed doing that. I didn't realize when I was a child that there is some like legality to it. I really didn't know. So I see like a lot of these little kids, they don't actually have like Space Invaders on them because it's copyrighted, it's an IP, but they'll have like pretty much Space Invaders, you know? So I don't know how to code anymore, but when I was in high school, I took a computer coding class, and we coded a few like retro games on the PC, and it was a lot of fun. It was a lot easier than I imagined. I don't think I could do it now, but I think I could figure it out eventually. Probably would have to watch a lot of tutorials online in order to do it again, but oh, I could get it, I think. Okay. Let's heat up this point. Come on, I'm so excited for the finished results. I'm so impatient. Solder. You can do it. I feel like, okay, for me, soldering kind of feels like a video game. Because, so, like, you have, like, just really distinctive goals, you know? Like, my goal right now is to just solder these points on. It's kind of like when you're playing a video game and then they give you, like, quests, you know? And they're like, oh, take these 40 buckets of water and like go put out that fire, and you go pick up 1 bucket of water. Or like I used to play World of Warcraft, and like in World of Warcraft you would have the missions where it's like, get me 8 bear hides, and then you go fight the 8 bears, and then you bring back the 8 bear hides, and you get money and you get experience. I feel like it's the same thing. Like right now, my quest at this exact moment is solder on these buttons, and then I solder on these buttons, and then it's like I get the experience. I'm getting negative experience from how bad my soldering is. But you get the experience, and then I don't get any monetary reward actually, but my reward is having a finished like project, like console. So that is a reward. It's not like money or anything, but you don't always need money. Okay, I think that's all the soldering we're gonna do, so I'm gonna turn off the soldering iron, turn it back on if there's anything I run into that we gotta do next. Alright, so we have this part of our little Byte Boy. Also, I love the fact that it's called the Byte Boy because my channel's name is Atarabyte because my real name is Atara, but a lot of people can't say it. A lot of people will call me Atara, which is completely fine. If you call me Atara, I will still answer. I will still answer you. I still completely understand you're talking to me. But a way I found to make it easier for people to like pronounce my name correctly was for me to be like, oh, Atara, Atarabyte. Bam, easy, right? Okay, so we got our buttons here. Got our switch. Oops, sorry, it's out of focus. Switch it off, switch it on. And okay, let's set it up. Let's put our little buttons on here. Ah, there we go. I'm wondering what kind of games are on this, and also I'm wondering, like, because it talks about like helping you, teaching you to code. I wonder how that part's gonna go too. Okay, let's snap it on. Sorry if it's not always in focus. I'm like trying to get these on. It's not that hard. I'm just making it harder. Alright, so we got our buttons, and then I'm getting the battery as well as the casing. And this case, it also comes with a USB, which is really nice. And is there anything that I'm missing? Okay, that's everything in the box. Alright, so let's put our batteries on. So our one battery went here. Maybe? Why is this so difficult for me? Oh, am I trying to put it on upside down? Oh, I am. That's why. Whoops. Okay. There we go. Battery. Then we gotta put this on. Oh, I have it switched off, right? Okay, good. Just making sure. And then put this one in here somehow. Yeah. Oh, it's our little speaker. Okay. Let's flip it around and let's switch it on. I think it's dead. Oh, no, hey, look. Okay. Press all buttons to test them. Okay. Easy. Select. Click. Press A to continue. Okay. Can you hear the melody? I hear it. LEDs should flash red and green. Red, green, blue. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, wait, that's not right. Okay, games on the SD card. Okay, it already shows us the games. Invaders with a Z. I love this sound. The screen is really pretty. It's a very vivid screen. Okay, it's loading. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, I need to figure out how to put the casing on, and then we are done. So, let's get all of these pieces together. So we got these three. Let's get them together. I'm struggling again. This really shouldn't be as hard as I'm making it. Ta-da! You can't see it because it's clear. There it is. Okay, we're gonna take all of these off. So we got this one and this one. Okay. And this one has a lot of casing, which is actually really nice because a lot of these things that I make don't come with as much. Okay, so we've got these 3 pieces here. Let's get these cases off. So intricate. This one looks like it's gonna be for the back, just to position everything where it needs to go correctly. And come on, I can do it. Ah, I have short nails. I need to do my nails someday. It's hard though when I'm making things all the time. Okay, it's saying to loop this into here. So this is the back. Oh, okay. So it wants us to take the battery out again. Aha! Okay. And then this is the way it goes? Yeah. Then we loop it through here like so. And then we put it through. Okay. Click. So we have our back piece here. And we kind of have these little guys floating around. Ah, and then not this one, but this one is to position the battery as well as the speakers. Oh my goodness. It's like required materials to build. You need long nails to take this stuff off. Haha. Alright. So we've got these. Let's see here. This one looks like it's gonna go that way. This one needs to go this way. And then we gotta position it like so. So this one's just gonna sit here. Like so. Oops. And our battery's gonna go up here. Like this. Trying to get all of the wires in there. Kind of just hold it down. There we go. I like that it has positions for for all of these. It's super nice. Okay, we're gonna put this in here to keep it in place. And then we have our last piece here. And this is where we screw the back on. Yeah. Oh wait, we have one more. This one. And then which screws is it? Is it the larger ones? The smaller ones, okay. I really like this design. I feel like they did a really good job designing this. I need my iFixit kit. Okay, let's get my little screwdriver here. Don't mind all of the fur. I don't think you can see the fur, but don't mind the fur on the iFixit kit. I love this design because I love that retro, like, clear see-through stuff where you can see the circuit boards. I think it's such a cool design. Last one. There we go! Oh my gosh, it's pretty! Oh, it's not staying in place. Oh, because the front isn't screwed on. That makes sense. Let's get to the front then. Let's finish this. I'm gonna set this on here. I'm gonna take off the screen protector. And we need this one. Okay, I'm gonna attempt to do this as quickly as possible. Ah! Haha, finally! Why is it so difficult for me? Okay, this one's gonna... What? Okay, there we go. I was like, this one's way... That one will go over the top like that. Let me get this one uncovered too, because it's our next piece. I'm curious about why these protectors are on there. Is it so it doesn't get scratches, or is it for when you're cutting with a CNC machine? I just got a CNC, not a CNC machine, the laser cutter. And I haven't used it yet, but I'm super excited to see what I can make in the future. And then our last piece. But wow. Oh, wow. Oh, this is dirty. Hold on, I gotta clean it. I'm gonna clean it real fast. I got like stuff on my screen. I like that they have like a screen protector for it too. Such a smart idea. Especially like if like a kid is gonna make it, like that's a really good idea. It's really sturdy. Okay, we'll screw these on. Wow, this thing is built like a Nokia phone. Oh my gosh, it's pretty smart. Well, I didn't get that one all the way flush. There we go. Oh, there's where you can put the SD card. Charge it USB-C. Oh my gosh. The future. Okay, let's turn it on again. That we have completed it. Uh-oh. Did the battery die? Da-da-da-da-da. It's really nice. I love this look. That look is so beautiful. Alright, well, we finished. That was a lot faster than I thought it was gonna be. How long did that take me to make? Hold on, let me see. It took about 30 minutes. 30 minutes. And you can make your own little retro game system. Ta-da! I like it. It's cute. I'm so shocked with how easy it is. Yeah, I think definitely a 12-year-old girl can make this. 100%. I think anyone can make this. It's super simple. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. I was gonna stream this, but I decided to make a video instead. If you like these videos, let me know. I do really enjoy soldering and making things, so let me know. I have plans on making the cat ear speaker video. I really need to do that soon, so that is definitely coming. I wanted to do it this month by September, but it'll probably be next month in October. I'm really sorry, but it is coming. So thank you guys again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you again, hopefully. Goodbye.